Hello, I'm Rachael Smiley, and I'm the 2026 Global Chair of TMA, and I'm so pleased to be joined by Alan Brody, a partner in the Restructuring and Special Situations Practice Group at Greenberg Traurig. As one restructuring lawyer to another, I'm very curious what your thoughts are on how things are changing. I feel like the way we get results from the courts, the way debtors ask for relief, everything is moving so quickly these days. Do you feel that that's the same, and how has that changed in the last few years of your practice?
I do feel that the courts are having hearings a little quicker for issues that are absolutely emergent, issues that are necessary for the debtors and all the other parties that are involved to have heard and a decision made so that the company could get along, can move forward with its restructuring, particularly when we have so many of the constituents, the lenders, the debtor, the landlords, the U.S. trustee, all trying to work together in order to move the case along itself. We are seeing first day hearings that are a little bit quicker, within a day and a half, 2 days, 3 days, but it's necessary. And you also have the fact that a lot of the judges now are hearing these first days or hearing a lot of the other matters virtually. So we're having these through Zoom so that we can actually get everybody together quicker without the cost of flying everybody from all over the country and then to stand around for hours. That's not good for the clients. That's not good for the debtor's estate. So it's working very well to do this virtually. And I'm not saying that every hearing we can have virtually, but we've been able to have contested matters. We've been able to have witnesses all virtually. And if we could all get this done, it also forces everybody to work their deals, hear everybody beforehand, not wait until that 2 o'clock hearing starts and to do it in the hallways. I clerked for Conrad Duberstein, who was the chief bankruptcy judge of the Eastern District of New York. And he always said, Alan, if I could widen the hallways, we could make more deals done and we could get more things done. Well, the hallways now are the phone calls that are done beforehand, the emails that are done the night before, the morning before, so that when you get into that hearing virtually, most of the issues have been resolved. And I think the judges are really, really smart to do that.
I would agree. What do you think some of the legal and financial trends that underlie some of these emergencies are? If everything is emergent these days, there has to be some reason for that.
Well, I don't want to say everything is emergent, but in the end, finance, money is a little bit more expensive these days. And so everybody's watching every penny that's going out. We may have to make sure that the debtors can work within the budget. They can pay the employees. We are all very, very, very cognizant of that it's not just us. There are real people, there are employees that are out there. So you have to get in quickly to make sure that they're paid, to make sure that they are comfortable that this company is going to continue. And it's the same with the company's customers, with their trade vendors. Everybody has to know that the company is moving forward in its ordinary course as quickly as possible. And so if that means let's get before the judge quicker. And I think most judges today, I'm fortunate, I'm in New Jersey, where I think we have the most wonderful, wonderful bankruptcy judges. Their doors are open to listen. They're going to make room to hear people, to make sure that the case can move on and to allow everybody to be heard. And that's important.
So when you talk about the trust that the parties need to have, that the debtor is a going concern, that it can be sold, that it can be reorganized, how do you think that aligns with the trust that the professionals have with each other? And is TMA a part of those professional relationships in building that trust that you've been able to bring to some of your engagements?
Rachael, absolutely, absolutely. This is not litigation where you have A versus B. We have a lot of different constituents sitting at the table together. And the table being the courthouse, the table being, coming up with an agreement for the sale, for the plan, whatever it may be. Everybody has to sit together when we know each other. And I'm talking the professionals, when we know each other, whether it's the lawyers, the bankers, the restructuring, the accountants, everybody. When they have an opportunity such as TMA to get together, to actually sit at a table and have dinner, you start talking and you get to know about people and we build that trust. And because of that trust, we could sit down and we could come up with some type of an agreement. It may not be everything that we want, but we're going to work through it. And we're going to work through it rather quickly because we know each other, because we trust each other, because I know what you're laying out, okay, maybe it won't be your final offer, but it's not about something that you're putting down on the table, something that's so absurd. It's something that we can work with. Being able to work together to get there and to get there quickly is the best thing for our clients.
So would it be too much of a stretch to say that our clients win financially because of the friendships and the relationships that we build at TMA?
Not at all, not at all. I think that's important. I often will tell a client, I know the person on the other side. I'm actually going to be at an event with the person on the other side. When I was a baby lawyer, I had a lot of clients who say, well, I don't know if I like that. You're friends with them. I go, I have a professional relationship and it will help. I think clients today want that. They understand that because that way we're not going to waste their money going back and forth. That way we could get to a deal quickly. Or if we can't get to a deal, we'll have refined the issues that we need to fight before the judge on. And we'll do it respectfully between each other. And I think that's important.
A new attorney to our industry, a young attorney comes to you and says, why should I invest in TMA? What's the value in that? In a sentence or two, how would you describe that investment and why it's worth it for them?
From a young person's perspective, TMA can be fundamental of their career, the starting point of how they can learn, meet people, and really build their practice.
Alan, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure to talk with you today. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference. I look forward to seeing you again here and obviously at future TMA events. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Rachel. It's been my pleasure.